Okay, and welcome to a special Kings Row tour for City of Heroes. I quickly jumped into this zone. I'm still in my civilian costume, as it were, because we've received an alert of unusual clockwork activity. Uh-oh. And here it is. They're building their giant monster. I might be too late to stop it, but I'm sure gonna try. So here goes everything. No good, I'm too late. They completed their monster. You get an award badge for actually stopping the construction in the first place. Unfortunately, by the time I logged in and saw the alert and got here, it was a little too late from the looks of things. So, even if I couldn't stop the construction, no, we'll see if maybe I can stop the giant. And the creatures I just summoned are called my incarnate pets. As you rise up in power level as an incarnate, you can get new abilities, one of which is to summon some nice, powerful pets. They have a limited duration, but they are quite nice to have. Now, the normal clockwork monsters won't be able to hurt them, and I've got the giant's attention, so that means they should be okay. They last about 5 minutes before they fade away and wear off, and the power itself has a long recharge time. So, we'll see if we can do this without reinforcements being needed or anything like that. And yes, this is my character, Ultra Statesman. He's my 100th character. And he is modeled after the now deceased character, Statesman, that used to be the flagship character of the game. He's a tribute to the character, and from a role-playing standpoint, he's the chosen successor of Statesman. It's just a little something I do, for fun. I try to give some roleplay plot elements to all my characters. And judging by the health meter, we're definitely doing some damage to this guy. The problem with giant monsters is they tend to be a bit durable, and they have a pretty good regeneration rate. So I'm hoping that between me and my pets, we can definitely outpace his regen and bring him to a stop. Now, there's no special badge for beating this guy, unfortunately. You get the badge only when you stop him from being built. But we didn't get here in time for that, so we kind of have to just have an old-fashioned slugfest instead. Still, I gotta admit though, as I fight this guy, like I have with all giant monsters in this game, I can't help but wish that there would have been a way, from a programming mechanic standpoint, to either make a power set or a temporary power that could let a character transform into a giant. I would very much love to face one of these giant monsters at even size and just tell them, hey, pick on someone your own size, and then have a fight. But that might be a little bit too close to Ultraman for the developer's taste, and it's entirely possible that what I wish for just isn't quite possible too. I'm not familiar with the programming limitations of the game if they could do such a thing or not. But it definitely would be nice. Okay, we have him down to about half or a little bit less than in a pretty good amount of time. Unfortunately, it looks like my pets are doing the big fade, and that's not good. I'm not sure if that one that did the big fade was actually beaten and killed, or if timer ran out. My other one's still going strong, which is good. And let's call down a little lightning here with the Ion Judgment. Judgment is another one of your incarnate abilities. You can choose to develop an Ice Blast, a Darkness Blast, which is an area effect instead of a single shot, a huge fireball attack, or my personal favorite, the Ion. Ion can hit up to 40 targets, and the energy will chain react around them all, doing more damage. The other attacks tend to cap out at about 16 to 20 targets, as I recall, from the numbers, so... They're nice, don't get me wrong, but, you know... There's a certain appeal to being able to call down the lightning, as it were. And the Paladin is definitely hurt. Now, the beauty about it is that he can barely even scratch me with my powers that I possess and my defense's capabilities. In terms of powers, I am super strength and invulnerability, which is basically what Statesman was. Of course, Statesman had a lot of extra stuff going for him, as he was the flagship character. I myself have my incarnate abilities, of course, to fall back on. And there's no real set level to a giant monster. They simply scale to your level. Of course, if I was level 1, I would not want to try to go direct hand-to-hand combat with a giant monster. I wouldn't even want to try long-range combat. If I was that weak, I would be definitely begging for a support team to help out. And my other pet just did the big fade. So let's see if I can handle this guy the rest of the way. Looks like I might just be able to. Well, looks like he regenerated a slight notch. I saw his health go slightly up. But on the other hand, I'm hitting him hard enough. He's definitely taking a fall. Looks like that's good. Some giant monsters are tougher than others, or some have better regen rates than others. I'm not quite sure what the regen rate is on this guy. All I know is he's losing, I'm winning, and that's what counts. That's what it's all about. After all, we're heroes, and heroes are what we are, and this is what we do. We face off against tough odds and come out on top. It's what being a hero is all about. And down she goes. And as you can see from my rewards, I get some money, received an inspiration, and a couple reward merits. So, all in all, not bad. Anyway, though, the Clockwork threat has now passed. Hopefully next time I can intercept them before they finish their creation and prevent the Paladin from even emerging, thus obtaining a badge. Oh, look at that. This little fellow just doesn't quite know when to quit. Well, even though I'm level 50 and then some, thanks to being an incarnate, and he's only level 7, he needs to be taught a lesson. And there we go. Thus endeth the lesson, and thus endeth this vid. Hope you enjoyed it.